Jimmy was just an ordinary kid living in a small town, but there was something different about him. He didn't fit in with the other kids, he didn't have any friends, and he had a dark and eerie presence about him. As he grew older, his fascination with death and killing only increased. He would spend hours alone in the woods, practicing his skills with a knife or a gun. He had no idea what he was becoming, but he was hooked. It all started with a petty theft that escalated quickly. One moment he was stealing a candy bar from a convenience store, the next he had killed the clerk behind the counter. The rush he felt was exhilarating, and he knew that he had found his true calling. Over the years, he continued to kill, carefully selecting his victims and covering his tracks. He would travel from town to town, leaving a trail of death and destruction in his wake. But the police were hot on his trail, and he knew that he couldn't keep up his killing spree forever. He started to slip up, leaving behind evidence and making mistakes. Eventually, he was caught and sentenced to life in prison. But even behind bars, he couldn't shake his obsession with killing. He made connections with other inmates, exchanging stories and techniques. He even managed to kill a few more times, before he was finally put under tighter security. In the end, he died alone in his cell, surrounded by darkness and the memories of his victims. His legacy lived on, inspiring others to follow in his footsteps and wreak havoc on the world.